Hi, I'm Jitin Palapurti. This podcast is about what is the future of software engineers with the advent of artificial intelligence or generative AI related stuff. So I ask questions by myself and then I will answer. Oh, these days actually, I get a lot of calls from my colleagues, my friends, or even from my relatives that, hey Jiten, what would be the future of a software developer? Okay, I'm very much interested in programming. That is how I choose programming. And then what would be the future of a programmer? What technology should we learn? So will we lose jobs? These are the general questions that we come across. Okay. Recently also I had a conversation with one of my friends. Okay. Let's have a constructive questions and answers. So, what is the future of a software developer in AI or Gen AI era? This is the question. You know, so future of a software developer. I'm speaking with respect to the future of a software developer. So, what software developer does usually? Software developer develops software. He fixes bugs, and then he improvises his code. He does he or she does refactoring the existing code. This is what actually generally as a developer we do, or we write software from one technology to the other technology, maybe from Java to Go or Go to Rust, etc. There is no immediate downfall of software developers, or there is no immediate effect on developers losing jobs with the advent of GPT tools. You know that GPT tools are generative pre-trained transformers. This is where actually it generates, let's say, ChatGPT or Grok or Gemini. These are the tools generally. They all based on GPT models. So there is no problem to the developers with right now, but definitely there will be a problem in the uh, coming future. Okay, in the future, I don't know. It could be 2 to 5 years. I think if you down the line, if you look at 2 to 5 years, definitely there will be a problem. So what we have to do in order to do that? First of all, do not actually avoid any technology. Okay. Simple thing, when I started writing softwares in Visual Basic or VC++ and Visual Basic those days, what I used to do is I used to spend some time to structure my code, maybe layered code or any code, and then I used to copy and paste that code here and there and then make changes in the code. That's how I used to write softwares. But later on, some generators came, some templating engines came, code generators came. Then I used to use those code generators even to have an initial skeleton of my project. But today, I mean, just 2 days ago, you can't believe, just 2 days ago, I developed a project in Rust. I thought of using, I thought of taking help from the Chat GPT. So the code that takes at least a week for me to develop, I could develop it using, I think I could develop it using ChatGPT within, I think, an hour. So productivity is something that you're gonna get enhanced productivity. Definitely your productivity will be enhanced, and then your organizations also uh, have their estimates thinking that all these GPT tools in place, and then they also look for your enhanced productivity. Definitely, the way how you are copying code from your own code base or from internet, now you will ask GPT tools to generate, or GitHub Copilots and all. You ask them to generate the code for you, and then you copy paste the code. What are the problems that I found with this approach? There are some problems, there are some errors. So what I understood is you cannot just fix the errors unless you really know the programming language. Just because there is a GPT generates the code, You cannot go and then just copy paste the code and then get it work. Okay, you need to have the deeper understanding about the programming language that you are using. I was using Rust, so I need to know that how Rust works and how the memory management in Rust works. What are the packages, what are the crates that I use in Rust? If it is another programming language, of course, Go, you need to know what are the packages that it is using, how to organize your code, something like that you need to know. So as a developer, you will have all the boilerplate code uh, that is generated by GPT tools, for example, or GitHub Copilots and stuff like that. But ultimately, you need to understand the code. Okay, you need to have a focus on the high level design. Okay, and you should also understand the ethical and then security considerations of the code that is generated by Gen AI or similar tools. That's very important. So immediately you're not going to lose any job, but you're going to have the enhanced productivity. Okay, so don't worry about that, but keep on learning the new technologies. Embrace the technology rather than avoiding it. That is the suggestion I always give. The second question is, will there be software engineers in the future? I don't think there will be future without software engineers. Software engineers will be there in the future. Okay, I don't think that. So right now, almost each and every software that is being developed, so there is a what do you say capability, or there is a facility, or there is a feature about AI. That means each and every product has got AI inbuilt into that, or AI related features are included in the product. So nowadays products are designed uh, having AI features. It could be speaking to generative AI tools, or let's say it's a content writing or something like that. Maybe it may go and call actually APIs of Gen AI tools. Okay, but AI is part of each and every product, and you have to develop the product. So you may take help from AI to generate the code as well. That's not a problem. But definitely nothing is going to happen for software engineers jobs. But the way how software work will be different actually. You have to have a deeper understanding of all these tools, how these tools work, and then how do you embrace these tools or technologies, and then uh, uh, include into your software or product design. That's one of the things. So software engineers will be there even in the future, but the roles will be different. Some part of the role will be taken by the agents that are run as co-pilots or artificial intelligence, and then some role we will take, maybe integrating different softwares or architecting softwares and etc. Okay. Maybe writing some tools for the automation, doing some platform engineering and integrating a couple of tools to make it as a whole software product and all. Uh, okay, so keep an eye on what is happening in the industry. First thing. Second thing, embrace the technology. I always say embrace the technology. And the third thing is uh, improve your knowledge. You are competing with a billion parameters or billion variables uh, 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 of AIs. Okay, AIs are working on billions and trillions of bytes or data. Actually, you have to have a clarity on what you are doing. Okay, you have to improve your architectural thinking, design thinking, architectural thinking, design thinking, and then you need to work very hard that how you need to work very hard and understand that how AI tools and then everything work. So I don't think there will be a problem for a software engineer, at least. Maybe content writers, and then those people may have some problems. But it's all technology. When the technology is evolving, then you need to catch up to the new technology. That's how you have to work. So the third question is, what should a software engineer do in order to secure his or her job? You have to improve your knowledge. There is no shortcut for that. You need to catch up to the latest technologies. You have to improve your knowledge. Okay. Uh, don't actually learn only one set of technologies. It's not like you are a Java developer. Don't only focus on Java. So uh, you need to understand a couple of other things as well, not only Java. Understanding how networks work, understanding how cloud computing work, understanding, of course, how AI work, and understanding what are the zero trust security policies, zero trust security and security policies, and vulnerabilities. What are the general vulnerabilities and all these things that really help. So what technologies are the fourth question? What technologies or areas do you suggest? From the programming language perspective, I prefer technologies that really uh, are high performers. They perform very, very well. From the computation perspective, my personal preference is Rust or Go. Uh, the programming language or the should be the minimalistic. It should be cloud native, uh, and it should perform very well. That's what from the programming language perspective. And having clear understanding of what the cloud computing is and then what the edge computing is. Right. Have proper understanding about networks, storages, computing, other than programming, cloud technologies, and also again telling artificial intelligence, machine learning, and all. You don't need to be an expert in all these areas, but have a clear understanding of how things work. Okay, for example, you have to integrate a artificial intelligence models into your project. You should understand how artificial intelligence work, what are the models, how you can integrate them with your project. And the fifth question uh, is it actually lucrative to use artificial intelligence in each and every project? So, is it lucrative? Is a pretty uh, different question because right now artificial intelligence or machine learning algorithms, models, and all, it's pretty expensive from the compute perspective. Okay, you cannot run all these models inside your with the petabytes or gigabytes or terabytes of data inside your machine. That's a gap in the technology. You have to depend on uh, cloud computing definitely. You cannot have a computer which has got petabytes of storage. You cannot have computers with a lot of GPUs and then hundreds of cores of processors. It's not enormous amount of resources you have. You have to depend on cloud computing. So definitely processing these requests are very, very expensive. Okay. So when you really look at it, what is more economical, whether a AI-based software or a software that is written by a human being, then right now I feel like a software that is written by human being might be cheaper than the software that is written and managed majority of it by artificial intelligence tools or technologies. That's what I feel. So it takes a lot of time. It would be very expensive even in the future. I don't think that it will come down the price. The running cost of processing things in AI related softwares in data centers where AI workloads are there or executing this process definitely will be very, very expensive. You cannot expect for lesser price, right? We cannot expect. So definitely they are more expensive than the normal developers, what I feel. So cost and productivity are two different things, right? So definitely whoever is developing a software, they will have an estimate on they want to develop a software. For example, they want to develop a software in 2 days with $1 million. For example, I'm telling, or 2 months with a $500,000. Okay, 5 months or 5 months or 6 months with a $500,000. So definitely they go for the. I think there is a choice that depends on what they would like to develop and all. So still a lot of scope for it's not still, there will be a lot of scope for software engineers, developers. We are not going to lose any jobs. Instead, it will create more jobs. So to summarize, embrace AI, embrace all the latest technologies, not only AI, embrace all the latest technologies. It could be web assemblies, or it could be, innovations in the compiler tool chains, or it could be innovations in the kernels. Uh, and then AI is cloud computing, networking, or security is one of the area. Really, I feel like ethical and security considerations. We really have to consider the code is generated by AI or AI agents. Definitely, we need to have special engineers that really look into the code and then ensure that yeah, it is ethical, and then it is secured. There are no potential vulnerabilities in the code. So it will create new jobs altogether. But since we have been working in some set of technologies, we find it a little difficult or different. So uh, we need to really spend some time in order to upgrade ourselves. Okay, that is what I think. Thank you very much. This is what I want to explain. Thank you very much.